All right, so today I'm thinking in regards to just more about how hard it is, not how hard it is, but how hard it is in regards to starting up a small business is, and this isn't supposed to be some kind of like bitch session of, oh, how hard it is, woe is me. No, this is just a reality of it is not just as simple as go get a loan, start something up and boom, success. No, that's not how that's not typically how this works for a lot of people. Some it does, not everybody. That being said, today it's like dealing with one trying to generate interest, trying to generate traffic, trying to get customers. I'm trying to start up a company of or small business for tech repair and setting up like some simple home networks and stuff like that. At this very moment, I still have nobody, and I that's fine. A lot of that is on me because I can only do so much as far as getting my name out there. I'm trying things like this. Um, at some point, I'm gonna probably throw like a sticker or something on my truck, and hopefully gin up some interest in that aspect. There are things I'm doing. All right, these things don't just have you just don't have customers boom day zero and there's a line out your door. It doesn't always work that way. And I'm not the only one that has had this problem. And you can even go so far, like if you want to complain about all of like the big corporates that are that what they are today, you got to understand they didn't start there either. Companies like Radio Shack, God rest their soul, and Circuit City, God rest their soul. But Radio Shack, Best Buy, Circuit City, Micro Center, Fry's Electronics, and I'm using tech companies because I'm a tech guy. So none of those ones, they all started as small businesses years ago, granted, and things were much different then. But the principle is the same. They still had to start somewhere. You could even, if you wanted a bit more modern take as far as like a small business startup, you got like a YouTuber who's Linus Tech Tips, who he started out just doing fixing things on YouTube, giving people little tips on how to fix things and how on how to deal with technology. Now look at where they're at. They've got a whole media group. He's selling tools and all sorts of swag stuff, and like they got it really going on, and that's great for them. So you got to understand that if you're going to start something like this, it's going to take some work, especially if you're starting from nothing and you've also got to balance out, your paying job. I've got granted I'm part-time, but I've got an hourly thing going on and I have probably some VA resources, but I want to have like a proof of concept before I go wasting anybody's time and trying to get loans and all of that. So I'm trying to be smart about this. I don't know if I am. Again, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm learning this as I go. And hopefully you guys are too. Whoever's watching this. I don't know who is, and that's fine. I can't force people to watch videos. That's one of the great things about freedom of choice. Um, that's just something to keep in mind in regards to getting something started up. I do follow a good number of small businesses that, yeah, even they weren't where they're at now, and they're not living in mansions and all that. They're still living like a pretty simple life, and maybe they're doing okay. I don't know them personally, but I do talk to some of them, and things seem to be going pretty good for them. They're expanding. in certain aspects, and that's great for him. I'm rooting for him. Let's go. Um, so you just got to understand that when you're starting a small business, it's going to take work, and it you might see some kind of return on your work in the first month. It might be several months. It might be over a year. You don't know. And it all depends on what you're trying to break into, whether it be tech, some kind of woodworking, some kind of trade, uh, YouTubing, uh, bakeries, some kind of accounting. I mean, whatever it is, there's no promise that it's going to work right then and there. So you've gotta have faith in yourself, have faith in God if that's your thing, um, and keep pushing through it. And if one idea doesn't work, I mean, always keep thinking of like if you want to be your own boss, not all ideas are going to work, and you may have to do something else. So always be thinking of like something else that you could try if this fails. Have something in your back pocket. Um, so I hope this helps a little bit, but I'm going to keep this going. And if this helps somebody, cool. And I hope you guys enjoy this journey with me. So